Hello everyone, I am Asna Nusri and this is Yesha and welcome back to our podcast show.
Hello everyone, we are back again with another episode of Social Issue Women. Today we are going to talk about the currently ongoing farmers' protest, which is taking place widely across the nation. It is mainly situated in Delhi, but it is affecting a large part of the country.
So for today's talk we have Dia Singhal with us. Hi Dia, how are you?
Hi Astha and Yesha, I'm doing good. What about you?
As you can see, we are fit and fine. So starting from the start, what was the reason for this farmers' protest? Why did it happen? Like, what did the government, bill did the government pass from due to which this happened?
From the information which I have gathered till now, I got to know that farmers are feeling insecure due to this new policy. They believe that the new laws will begin the sale of products outside the APMC market and will encourage electronic marketing. Also, the law prevents the state government from taking any sort of market fee. They think that eventually this might lead to the end of the Mandi system and they will have no other option but to go to the corporate sector where there are high chances that either they will exploit it or will be given less price for the crops that necessary. It might happen that they will stop getting the minimum support price which they get to Mandi as outside trade Greece, it will no longer the under regulation. So there will be no price protection and along with this new market, maybe they will be more prone to be led by rich merchants on the basis of quality.
Oh, that is a valid reason though. So now why are farmers demanding to what are the farmers demanding to change in this law?
Farmer demanded quite good things like concession of 50% in petrol price of agriculture work. Secondly, guaranteed minimum support price for their products in corporate sector as well as public sector. Then release of farmers which are arrested for burning the paddy stubble and also the removal of punishment and fine for burning the stubble. No interference by the central government in the state subject, abolishing the electrical ordinance, and lastly, they demand to withdraw all cases against the farmer and release the farmer leaders. And also, the majority of farmers have less resource. They never demand things like interstate direct trade.
I guess these are quite a lot of demands, but I don't think all the demands will be fulfilled. However, I wanted to know why this protest took a violent turn. Because as far as I know, it was a peaceful protest in which they decided to take just a rally with a tractor, and there were like preconditions from the government which they had to follow, and it was called to be a silent protest.
From what I know, the reason behind the farmer protest became silent to violent protest was deviating from the pre-designated route decided in advance by the Delhi police and farmer leaders. Also, the protesting farmer reached Delhi's Indraprastha ITU and other parts of central Delhi after breaking Ghaziapur and Tikri barricades early in the morning. The farmers were then subject to tear gas and lathi charge by Delhi police. Despite farmer leader Rakesh Tikka's assurance to the media that the rallies were being held peacefully, many protesters also made their way to the Red Fort, where they waved flags from the fort ramparts. This got a lot violent in some areas of Delhi.
That's very disappointing to hear. I also heard news about some farmers dying in the protest. Like how many farmers actually died in the process? What happened at that time?
Yes, many farmers died in the rampart. The majority of them were sitting in at Delhi border, while some others died in accident on their way to or from protest sites in just 87 days. 248 farmers have died in this protest. There were 202 victims from Punjab, 36 from Haryana, 6 from Uttar Pradesh, and one from each of Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, and Uttarakhand. The bulk of the deaths were caused by heart attacks, cold weather diseases, and injuries. According to the data, farmers of every age group from 18 to 85 years have died in this protest.
That is very sad to hear. What do you think the government could do to solve this issue for the farmers?
This is what I think. I'm not aiming at somebody or some group of people. I think that if the government closes the gap in this act, that three acts would be groundbreaking. These acts loopholes are very worrying and the government should discuss them with farmers in order to be more efficient and successful. The government should create a proper contract farming system to ensure that no farmer is abused by large greedy corporations. To settle disagreements between farmers and traders, instead of the subdivisional magistrate, the government should establish a new regulatory agency. The MSP scheme is faulty, and although the government recently announced that it would not be abolished, they must fix the fact that only 6% of farmers receive benefits. The government can implement this scheme more effectively by raising awareness through gram panchayats so that even the smaller farmers are aware of it and profit from it. Farmers in our country are not united, just like Amul or National Ag Coordination Committee. Farmers should form a nationwide group or local group to deal with big traders. Effective implementation is needed. Even though India is experiencing a food surplus, people would go to bed hungry. What is the reason for this? It's just because of mismanagement of scheme and planning by government.
Yeah, that's true. That was quite informative. We are just progressing towards the end of the show, but last question which I wanted to ask was, what is your personal opinion regarding this farmers' protest and how it will be how do you think it would be executed?
What I actually think is that the ongoing protest might be correct, but the way it was executed, it was wrong. It should not have disturbed the peace and harmony of the city. Also, the law should not be broken during the protest. I think that if the protest is conducted in peace, it is good, but it should not be converted into violent protest.
I totally agree with Dia. The main problem was with the execution. If not, it could have been a successful protest without any war.
Yeah, that's correct. I think the government should they should have to take it very peacefully and let the farmers have the get whatever they want. Thanks, Priya, for coming in our show.
Welcome, Astha and Yesha. I quite enjoyed talking with you both. Thank you for inviting me